Hello friends, I am Devinder Singh Chawla. Today once again I have come before you with a new video. In this video we will discuss a question that which most of the people ask me. They come to my office and ask me, sir, we had applied for the Canada tourist visa and we had attached a sponsorship letter also with that. Even then my visa got refused. And the other question is that if we put the sponsorship letter, we will get the in Canada tourist visa definitely. So these are the questions in the mind of the people. They phone me and ask these questions, and they come to my office also. They ask this question. So I want to clarify all these things about the sponsorship letter. So let's start the video. So the first thing you should know that means like a sponsorship letter is required or not, or what weightage it gets in your application form. So first of all, I want to tell you that nowhere in the Canadian Embassy website it is written that you require a sponsorship letter for applying for Canada tourist visa. You can check it yourself on the internet, so that you don't have any doubt about it. But still, some people in the market, some agents and consultants have floated this thing that if you have got a sponsorship letter, you will get the visa easily, and they charge a lot of money for arranging a sponsorship letter for you, and in that way you lose a lot of money, and ultimately what happens is you apply for the visa and you don't get the visa. Your all the money goes waste. So these are the things which I'll tell you means why it happens like that. Why means you don't get the visa even after you put a sponsorship letter in your application form, and why it is not required, and means what are its benefits, and what are its benefits also. I am not saying the sponsorship letter will not help you in getting the visa. It helps you in getting the visa, but when it is helpful only, that also I will tell you. So first of all, first point is that when you means try to have the sponsorship letter from your friends or relatives or your close friends, means they should be very close friends. They should be like you can trust on them and they can trust on you, or your relatives are there, means like close family relatives, your family members. If they are giving you the sponsorship letter, then it is okay. Then it is helpful. It will be helpful to you in getting your Canada tourist visa. But if you are arranging it from someone like from some agent or consultant, then the first problem arises is that he will arrange a sponsorship letter for you from some according to his contacts or according to his way of arranging it. Like if you like I give you an example. Suppose I am living in Chandigarh and he arranges a sponsorship letter for me from Amritsar or from Patiala, the person is living in Patiala or in Delhi or some other place, then how will I prove that I know him? So that creates a doubt in the mind of the visa officer. He will straightway point out the same. This question will come in his mind that how this applicant knows the sponsor. So then he can even inquire into it. He can call that person and come to know how we are known to each other, and after an investigation only he will issue us a visa. So that is also a very tricky question. So how to come out of it? So means like that can only lead to the refusal of the visa in most of the cases. So be careful about it. And in some cases, if the visa officer inquires and he finds that it is fake, the sponsorship letter is fake, in that case also, since you have submitted it, you will have to be responsible for it, and you can be banned for giving a fake document in the visa application. So that ban can be of 5 years at least, and you can be banned entry in Canada for 5 years. So be careful while submitting all these type of documents. So that's why I never encourage you to any candidate to buy a sponsorship letter from an agent or a consultant. Many people come to me also. They say that, sir, please uh, arrange a sponsorship letter for me. I'll pay you for that. But I try to explain him everything, because because I always give a genuine suggestions and advice. And it is up to you or the people who come to me. They have to agree to it or not. That is my suggestion, and I always discourage everyone to buy discourage them from buying any type of sponsorship letter or such type of documents from agents or consultant, because they don't help you, they ultimately harm you in one way or the other. So the next point I want to discuss is when, so you have come to know that like that the sponsorship letter should be from some known person. If you, that person is not known to you, that is not going to help you. And the point after that comes is that the person whosoever issues the sponsorship letter to you, he is going to be responsible for you at least for 3 years in Canada. So if you are going to Canada on somebody's sponsorship letter and if someone issues you a sponsorship letter, he is responsible for you for at least 3 years in Canada. I am not saying that you will go there and do something wrong or you will knowingly do something wrong, but sometimes it happens, some accident take place, you don't know anything and something goes wrong. You never know when the how the things will come out to be. So in that case, also your sponsor will be responsible for your wrong, your whatever wrong you have done or whatever problem arises with you or due to you. So in that case, also your sponsor can be put responsible for your behavior. So be careful. So only those people will sponsor you, those who will take your responsibility for at least 3 years in Canada. So if you are buying a sponsorship letter from someone, so that is not going to work, because visa officer is going to see this thing that the person who is issuing you the sponsorship letter, will he be responsible for you for such a long time? So if he is not of that, if he is not that type of person, your visa application will be refused. So that is also a point you should look into it. And the other points which you should look into it, that when a person is sponsoring you, he or she is having his or her family there, and if they are staying in a small apartment like 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom apartment, or a 1 bedroom or two bedroom house, the visa officer will see how they can accommodate you there. So that is also a very big point to be seen. So I'm telling you what the visa officer sees in a sponsorship letter. So he will see into it that the person who is sponsoring you, he already has got a family, and there are 4 or 5 members in it, and he will not be able to accommodate you in your house, in his house. And and moreover, there are financial implications also. Like I give you an example, like a rough example, that if a person is sponsoring you, he or she should have at least 20,000 Canadian dollar in his or her bank account. And that the visa officer will see into it that they have got this much funds to spend on you. Only then they will give you the visa. So it is a very tricky thing. So if you are giving a sponsorship letter, it is not all win-win situation. It is sometimes it leads to refusal of the visa also. So even if they have got 20,000 Canadian dollar in their account, even then the visa officer will see according to the standard of living and according to the expenses they incur regularly in Canada, because the visa officer knows, means how much will be their expenses. He knows about all the things in Canada, and he will evaluate those funds on the basis of that. And you know that the first preference is always the family, and when your sponsor requires fund, he will first of all spend on his or her family. So he or she will not spend that money on you, and that is clear. So the visa officer will also see to this point also, that how much funds they have got in their bank account to spend on you. Like you have written in your itinerary or travel plan that I'll go there and stay for so long there, so many days, and will be moving around. They will be taking me to such and such place. So the visa officer will see that they have got sufficient fund to support you, and they have got that accommodation to accommodate you, or they can spend that much time with you. So that is these all these points are checked by the visa officer. So that also leads to the refusal of the visa. So that's why people ask me, sir, I put the sponsorship letter also, even then my visa was refused, because they don't know, means how the visa officer sees your sponsorship letter which you have submitted with your application form. So these are the different points I have tried to explain to you, means. And one more thing is that whenever you put a sponsorship letter, the person should be known to you very well. So that is a very big point in it. And there are many documents which are to be submitted with the your sponsorship letter to make it genuine and make it valid. So it is not like that if a person writes on one page that I sponsor him and I'll take care of him, I'll accommodate him in my house. So that won't do, because that requires a lot of documents also. And moreover, I want to tell you that it's a sporting document. It's not a main document of the visa application. So this doesn't. I'm not saying it is not carrying any weight. It doesn't carry that much weight. So instead of working for sponsorship letter, we should try to improve our profile and make our profile and put our own documents in a better way and present that file in a better way. So that will be more helpful. And most of the people get the visa on the basis of hotel booking. So you should also go for that. Instead of going for spending your and wasting your money on sponsorship letter, better you go for applying for Canada tourist visa on the basis of hotel booking only. That is the best option. So that is my view. Means you agree to it or not, that is your choice. But that is my suggestion to you. Please don't run after the sponsorship letter, and try to make your profile as good as possible, and apply your application form on the basis of hotel booking. And there are means that carries lot more chances. There are a lot more chances of your getting the visa on hotel booking than with a sponsorship letter. So that was all for today, and I hope that you must have liked my video, and you have got the answer to your questions about the sponsorship letter. And if you have liked my video, please press the like button, and please share it with your friends, relatives, and family members. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed it, and press the bell icon so that you get the notification from time to time when I post new videos. So, and one more thing I want to tell you is that the offer which I give in all my videos is that if you want to get your Canada visa file made free of cost, you can contact me on my mobile number which I have given in the description below. You can call me on that, and you can fix an appointment with me, and get your file made free of cost from me. So, and one more thing that I want to tell you is that I have written a book for you. It contains all the information which you want for applying for Canada tourist visa. And if you read this book and follow whatever is given in it, you can apply for Canada tourist visa all by yourself without the help of any agent or consultant. You need not go to any agent or consultant. I have given in this all the samples, all the specimens of all the documents that those have to be submitted in the Canada visa file. And I have given you even the forms that are to be submitted, and how they are to be filled, and what information is to be given in which column or which fill in the blank. So everything is given in detail in this book. So, and if you don't understand my something in this book, you can call me on my phone number which I have given in this book also. So then that I can guide you in making your file by yourself. No need to go to any agent or consultant. And the price of this book is only 250 rupees, which you can send me through Paytm or money order. And when I get your payment through Paytm or money order, I'll send this book to your address through registered post or courier. So that's all for the today. Okay, bye.